In 1983, Toyota built a car that would change the world. Back then, it cost $1,500. Today, a clean one costs $100,000. This is the rise of the AE86. And how a boring family Corolla became a global icon. In 1983, Toyota launched the fifth-generation Corolla. Two versions came out, the AE85 and the AE86. On the outside, they looked identical. But under the hood, they were two different cars. The AE85 had a sleepy 1.5-liter engine, just 83 horsepower. The AE86 had a 1.6-liter twin-cam, 16 valves, 130 horsepower. Almost double the power from the same body. Both shared one critical thing, rear-wheel drive. By 1983, almost every other Corolla was already front-wheel drive. The AE86 was the last rear-drive Corolla Toyota would ever build. It weighed under 1,000 kilograms. Almost perfect 50-50 weight distribution. Toyota meant it as a sporty commuter. Nothing more. There were actually two body styles. The Corolla 11 had fixed headlights. The Sprinter Trueno had pop-up headlights. Same car underneath. Two different faces. The heart of it was the 4.8G engine. A twin-cam four-cylinder that loved to rev. It screamed all the way to 7,500 RPM. Later versions got a 20-valve head and even more power. Front disc brakes. An optional limited slip differential. Everything a young driver needed to learn car control. Then a young Japanese mechanic named Keiichi Tsuchiya found it. He worked at a tofu shop, at least, that's the legend. By day, he was a delivery driver. By night, he raced his AE86 on the Tuj. The Tuj are the narrow mountain passes of Japan. He didn't just race. He drifted. Sliding sideways through every corner. In 1987, he filmed himself doing it for a magazine VHS called Plusby. The Japanese authorities saw it. They almost took his racing license away forever. But the video became legend. It taught a whole generation that drifting wasn't a stunt. It was the fastest way through a mountain corner. Tsuchiya became Dorikin, the drift king. And the AE86 became his weapon of choice. Light. Balanced. Forgiving. Other cars were faster. None were more fun. He built the entire foundation of modern drifting on one car. Tsuchiya grew up in Gunma, deep in the mountains. He learned to drive on the same roads he would later make famous. Back then, street racing on the Tuj was everywhere. Drivers would meet at midnight and battle down the pass. First car to the bottom one. No second chances. Tsuchiya turned that underground world into an art form. He kept the car sideways without ever lifting off the throttle. Tires screaming. Smoke pouring. Always in control. Then he took that skill to professional racing. He won the All Japan Touring Car Championship. In 1995, a manga artist named Shuichi Shirgino started a new series. Its hero was an ordinary teenager named Takumi Fujiwara. He delivered tofu in his father's old AE86 through the mountains every morning. He didn't know he was the best driver in his prefecture. The manga was called Initial D. By 1998, it became an anime, then a movie, then a video game. Initial D made the AE86 famous worldwide. Tsuchiya himself worked as the technical consultant. Every drift scene was based on real Tuj driving. By the 2000s, every car enthusiast knew the Panda paint job. White top. Black bottom. The Takumi car. Suddenly, an old Toyota Corolla was the most wanted JDM car on earth. Demand exploded. Supply was tiny. Toyota only made about 100,000 AE86s over 4 years. Most got drifted to death. Few survived clean. Initial D wasn't just about cars. It was about a feeling. The thrill of the mountain. The midnight battle. The soundtrack was pure Japanese Eurobeat. Fast, electric, unforgettable. The hero home road was Mount Akina, based on a real pass. Fans still drive there today, looking for the magic. The series ran for almost 20 years. It sold over 50 million copies. It turned an ordinary Corolla into a religion. And it made the AE86 the most famous Toyota in anime history. In the 1990s, you could buy a clean AE86 for $1,500. By 2010, prices started climbing. By 2021, a clean GTS sold at auction for $40,000. A few months later, a UK example hit £46,000. Over $64,000 for a Toyota Corolla. Haggerty gave the phenomenon a name, the Tofu Tax. Then it got crazier. In April 2026, the Japanese tuner Tom's Racing announced a heritage program. Bring them your AE86, and they'll restore it from the chassis up. The price? Up to $108,000. More than a brand new Toyota Land Cruiser. More than a brand new Supra. For a 40-year-old Corolla. The car that nobody wanted in 1990, became unobtainable in 2026. But finding a clean one became almost impossible. Most AE86s were thrashed, crashed, or rusted away. The ones that survived had often been modified beyond recognition. An original, unmodified example became the Holy Grail. Collectors started hunting them across the globe. Japan, America, Europe, the prices kept climbing. And in 2026, the AE86 is back at the center of the car world. Forza Horizon 6 launched in May, set in Japan. Tokyo is the main city. The AE86 is a key car in the lineup. It has been in every Forza game since the original Xbox. And here's the joke, Turn 10 never updated the 3D model. 20 years later, the AE86 still looks the same in every Forza game. Just like the real thing. Perfect from day one. And then, there's Drifter. A movie written, directed, and starring Kang. Han from Fast and Furious. His hero car. A wide-body AE86 called Lola. Powered by a Chevy LS3 V8 from a Corvette. Over 430 horsepower in a 1,000-kilo body. Built by Formula Drift champion Dai Yoshihara. Rocket Bunny widebody. Watanabe wheels. Sequential gearbox. Revealed at SEMA 2025. The film premieres in 2026. A new generation will discover the AE86 all over again. Today, the AE86 is more than a car. It's a culture. Drift events. Tuning shows. Online communities. 3 generations of fans, all chasing the same machine. The little Toyota that taught the world how to drift. From a $1,500 Corolla to a $100,000 legend. From a tofu delivery car to a Hollywood movie star. The AE86 wasn't supposed to be special. But somehow, it became immortal. 40 years later, the hachiroku still rules the mountains.